This is undeniably one of Henry Taylor's greatest masterpieces. Before Gerhard Richter, there was Cassie. In 1988, Gerhard Richter painted one of the most significant paintings of his career, a portrait of his daughter Betty. When people think of portraits, we think of faces of people staring right at the viewer. However, this is something entirely different. There's something so intimate to the relationship between Richter and his daughter that is almost too personal to give away in the surface of the painting. Richter paints a portrait of someone that we know to be there, named in the title of the painting, but who entirely faces away, completely negating any kind of relationship with the viewer. Fast forward 30 years, Taylor takes one of the most significant, iconic portraits of 20th century art and completely rewrites it, blowing it up on a monumental scale and replacing the figure of Richter's daughter Betty with the figure of his own girlfriend at the time, Cassie Amoda. Here is an artist whose work attempts to get at the very essence of humanity without necessarily depicting the reality of the person that sits before him. And in this way, Taylor is actually so aligned with Richter in the way that Richter's work attempts to get at the impossibility of images to really tell the truth. Here are two artists who make radically different work, however, both steeped in this idea of sourcing images, rewriting them, and challenging the truth that the photographic image holds. I think there's also something so powerful to Henry Taylor reclaiming this image. As Richter's career and his own stature as an artist has skyrocketed, the portrait of Betty has become art history and an ideal of a sort of Western style of portraiture. And Taylor, in inserting the figure of Cassie Amoda in place of Betty, here he's taking this ideal of Western portraiture, which is predominantly white, and reinterpreting it through a distinctly African-American perspective. This is an image that revels in the power of painting and painting as a medium. It is an image that is appropriated, and yet Taylor makes it so entirely his own. Rather than the fine, meticulous, just slightly blurred photorealism, Henry Taylor's paintbrush is loaded with gestural energy. This is the painting that when you stand back, you see the image, but when you come close, you lose yourself in its lush, sumptuous details. You actually see in this painting what a genius Henry Taylor is. He's taking on one of the greatest titans of art history so head on, and yet he does it with such power and success that he gives Gerhard Richter a run for his own money.